Federal Labor Party has put its own members on notice. They risk expulsion if they've engaged in anti-Semitic behaviour. A group of party members in New South Wales has written to officials complaining about elected and rank-and-file members they believe have crossed a line in comments or conduct long before the Bondi attack. Now, with the latest, Greg Jennett joins us from Parliament House. Greg, what has this group of ALP members asked for?
Good to be with you, Fiona. We know that this subgrouping of the New South Wales membership, known as the Labor Israel Action Committee, sent a letter to the party's state secretary asking for tougher action to be taken against what they deem to be anti-Semitic statements. Now, we don't have the full contents of that letter, but the Australian newspaper has published extracts from it, ones that include a statement that we believe the party needs to be tougher about unacceptable comments and conduct. It goes on, if the party as a whole does not fiercely fight anti-Semitism, we enable it. So it was an organised pushback against certain members named, and they would include Bob Carr, who was cited in the letter amongst others, including an upper house member of the party in the New South Wales Parliament. So that was the broad thrust of their complaint. They demanded further action. Now, the federal minister from Sydney's eastern suburbs in the seat of Kingsford Smith, Matt Thistlethwaite, he was out and about this morning. He is a frontbencher these days, but back in the day, Matt Thistlethwaite had also been a state secretary of the New South Wales branch. So he was asked broadly what repercussions there should be, what action should be taken in light of any findings of anti-Semitic conduct or comments made by party members. Here was Matt Thistlethwaite's response.
Anti-Semitism will not be tolerated by any Australian, and that includes members of the Australian Labor Party. There is no tolerance at all for any form of anti-Semitism or racism in Australia, and we will crack down on that, including within the Labor Party. In recent years, the Australian Labor Party has put in place measures to ensure that every single member can feel safe and respected in our party. To do that, we introduced a code of conduct that all members have to abide by, and that includes a complaints mechanism.
And Greg, what's the government had to say about ongoing demands for a National Royal Commission into the tragedy?
It's very much holding the line on that today, as it has throughout the past week, and that is to argue that the actions taken so far are sufficient to get to the bottom of what was known and or any failings among agencies. So Matt Thistlethwaite, acting virtually as a government spokesman, given that so many frontbenchers are on leave at the moment, he recited the long list of investigations already underway, including the Richardson inquiry. This is to be run by former senior official and one-time ASIO Director General Dennis Richardson. It will look at the relationships between federal agencies, principally ASIO and the Australian Federal Police. He argues, does Matt Thistlethwaite, that there's a timeliness issue here. The Royal Commission would take too long, is his argument, which is exactly the one that Anthony Albanese has also been making for several days in the lead up to Christmas. So no change yet, although the demands for a nationally constituted Royal Commission are unabated and undiminished. You would expect that they will continue to resonate for quite some time, notwithstanding the summer slowdown period over the Christmas New Year break. So no change yet from the federal government.